So a few years ago, I began to sort of experiment with different ways of eating. I became quite ill. I discovered the only way that I could sort of rid myself of my sickness was going on a raw diet. It initially started with pomegranates, and the diet, even after the illness had faded, just continued. And not to say that the raw diet was essentially, a diet for me to lose weight. It just felt good on my body. I ate enough all the time. Now, what I discovered is raw bread, which only has 6 ingredients inside of it, partly seed and part vegetables, which is very easy to make. All you need is a dehydrator or oven and a mixer. So first of all, what you want to do is you want to cut 2 small onions. So, oops, that kind of size, sort of the inside of your fist, but it depends how big your fists are. So just cut open your onion, cut it very roughly. It doesn't need to be cut fancy at all. Just into rough chunks, perfect. We're also taking 1 large cup of sunflower seeds. Just pop that into the top. Pop your onion into the mixer. 2 cloves of garlic. Into that, what we're also going to add is half a tomato into that mix. Now, if you have sun-dried tomatoes at home, that's even better. You can add the sun-dried tomatoes in, but I'm adding just a tomato in right now because I quite like the fresh tomato flavor, but sun-dried tomatoes are also great. Brilliant. Now into that mix, you want to add your olive oil. Also add your soy sauce. Add a couple of spoons at a time because soy sauce, it adds a great umami flavor, but it does add a lot of salt as well. So you just want to be careful that it's not too salty. So I'm going to add the flax in as well. I'm also going to add some fresh basil leaves into this just to add a little bit of extra flavor and punch into the bread. Great. And just continue. Now this mixing process will take a few moments. You want to get the mix to a completely smoothed out consistency. If you find that it's too thick, do not be afraid to add a little bit more olive oil into it, or you can add a couple of drops of water. What you're looking to achieve is a thick mix that's easily spreadable. You don't want something too runny, you want to be able to spread it onto a bread. Once the mix is ready, obviously take a spoon, taste it, check for the salt. Like I said before, the soy sauce does actually pack a punch with salt. So I'm just going to taste mine now. Pour the contents of the mixer onto your sheet or your oven tray. Like I mentioned to you before, if you don't have a dehydrator at home, it's totally fine. You can use your oven. And you want to start in the middle and gently start to push out to both sides. Now with your thickness of the bread, you're looking to achieve about sort of 5 to 8 millimeters. So you don't need to spread the mixture so thinly that you get a cracker. You want to get that bread consistency that's incredibly moist from inside and slightly dry on the top. Just gently work through the paste. Get the bottom end of the spatula and just try and make the bread as smooth as possible. So you get sort of lovely slithers and straight slithers of bread. So what you want to do now is just get the sharp end of your spatula and basically score down the bread to make equal slices. So your tray is ready. All you need to do is pop it into your dehydrator for about 12 hours at 115 degrees Fahrenheit or 45 degrees Celsius. If you're using an oven, just keep it in your oven at the lowest speed for about 4 hours and just check on it from time to time. You can see the bread is completely done now and it's beautifully moist. It's got a lovely sheen on the top. and on the bottom. And if you open it up, it just breaks beautifully. And it's a little bit moist, so if you look at your fingers, a little bit of moisture in them. And it just breaks really, really easily, and also tastes really lovely. It's actually really good. What I love about this bread is that it's a seed bread. It's really high in protein, and you feel energetic for a lot longer instead of feeling sort of weighted down by having a slice of the bread. There are many ways that you can eat raw bread. You could just eat it on its own, have it with breakfast, also have it as a sandwich or an open-faced sandwich, anything that you like. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to make it into a simple sandwich and just show you one preparation of raw bread. So I'm going to make a couple of easy preparations for the sandwich. Everybody knows how to make a sandwich. Just take your most favourite ingredients and pop it inside. So I've got a bunch of ingredients. Got some shredded carrots, some almonds and dates with some coriander seeds, alfalfa, basil, some ricotta, roasted peppers and some soft serve cashew cheese, as well as the onions and some lettuce leaves. Bit of the lovely cashew cheese. It's super fun, super easy, and there you go. I've just made 3 open-faced sandwiches. It looks lovely, it tastes delicious, and it's really, really easy to make. It's completely plant-based as well, so that's a bonus for me. What's brilliant about this recipe, you can just put these together in about 5 minutes. So enjoy. This could get messy.